Welcome back to popolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. 1212 and place to be with Remy Jones. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So I see you you have your own media company, Remy TV.
Mm, Yep.
All right, so let's just talk about what's your hometown? Where you from?
So I am from Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, so how's it over there?
It's slow, especially with everything going on with the pandemic and stuff. Everything is shut down right now. So,
It's been a while since school, so is that the smallest state or is that Delaware?
yes, it's the smallest state. And it's so crazy because when people think of Rhode Island, they think that it's New York. They're like, Long Island? I'm like, no, it's Rhode Island.
Or how how many people are in the state?
I don't even know. I know it's small though. I know that we get from here in Rhode Island to Boston, Massachusetts in like 40 minutes.
Okay. So how did you get involved with the with your media company? I know you do like interviews and everything yourself.
Yeah. So how I got started was my sister-in-law, she actually worked for another television show in New York City. She said, I think you have a great personality. Why don't you try to be a correspondent? And I was really shy. I didn't like to talk to anybody. I was always in my shell. And at that time, I was going to school for paralegal studies. And I said, you know what? I do want to do something different and to get out of my comfort zone because I was always that person that was by myself or just, not really speaking to anybody. So I decided to take a communications class. So I was like, okay, let me take this communications class just to build my self esteem up when it comes to public speaking and just talking to people overall. I took the communications class and then I did the audition and I nailed the audition. So that's how I became a correspondent. And just looking around in Rhode Island, the entertainment industry is non-existent here. Okay, we don't have any black faces on television. Um, we don't have any award shows here. We don't have like anything with entertainment here at all. So I said that has to change. And I decided to start my own show and start something here that has things to do with entertainment. So that's how Remy TV came about.
And what year? How many years you been doing it?
Only 2 years. I've been doing it since 2018.
Okay. And then who? So how would you describe like who is Remy Jones?
Remy Jones. Who is Remy Jones? Remy Jones loves to wear many hats. I am kind. I am loyal. I love to learn. I love to read. And my special comfortable place is at home in my jammies drinking my tea like an old lady. That's Remy Jones.
Then what is
Outside of
that?
media.
What is Remy TV about?
Remy TV is just basically giving people a positive platform to feel comfortable with speaking about their business, speaking about their music, speaking about anything that they have going on that's positive. I know a lot of these media outlets, they tend to try to get the gossip. I don't want to name some of those media outlets, but we have those gossip blogs and stuff like that. And I just wanted to be different from everybody else because I'm all about positive energy. And I really love to support people and giving people their flowers while they're here. So that's what the show is really about.
So who was your first interview?
My first interview was Maya. Um,
Okay, my heart.
yeah,
All right. So
she
you didn't have
has
no
been
struggle interviews. Shit, I had to do
yo,
struggle interviews and everything. Before I get a Maya, I ain't even interviewed Maya yet. Ah, damn. All right.
yeah, Maya is super, super dope. She has been supporting me from day one. Before I even decided to do media, you know what I mean? She has, because all right, this is how it all started. I was talking to her about health, health is wealth. She actually, got me transitioning to being a vegan. So that's how all that happened. So, one day when I started doing the media, I said, listen, I want to start doing celebrities. I was like, what do you think about being my first celebrity interview? And she said, I'm down. She said, let's do it. She said, I support you. So that's how that the whole interview came about. I actually interviewed her twice on my show.
That's why you had I saw Havoc, K Slay,
Yeah.
I think I saw too.
Oh my God. And Slay too. Slay supported me from day one too. Like there's a lot of people that have just encouraged me and just gave me the motivation to keep going, because it's not easy. And it wasn't easy for me being a quiet person and not speaking to anybody. So just for me to reach out and they said, let's do it, I'm so grateful for them. Slay is the best too.
Then is your show on television out there in Rhode
Yeah.
Island?
Yes, my show is on 3 channels here in the Rhode Island market. And, you know, sometimes I also put it on BronxNet as well. So people there could see it. So, you know, my DJ K Slate interview aired there. And a few other interviews I had.
So how are you, like, when it's on TV, are you filming it different? Like
So what I basically do is, well, when I was doing my one-on-one interviews, I would just go to the site, we'll do my interviews, I'll add my intro to it, my outro to it, and we just go to the television station and we put it in. But now that we are in a pandemic, I cannot do my one-on-one interviews. So I've been doing all my Instagram lives, you know, well, my interviews on Instagram lives, and basically still chopping it up and doing the same thing, putting intro, outro, and putting it on television so people can still get a chance to see it. I also put it on my website. I put it on YouTube. Basically just anything I could, you know, put my interviews out there. That's what I do.
So since the pandemic, has you picked up on your interviews, or it's slowed down?
It slowed down quite a bit. But you know, that's to be expected because of everything that's going on right now. But I'm hoping that things will definitely pick up soon. But of course, you know, you never stop working, never stop grinding, just keep going.
But I'm saying, even like if you like the virtual ones slow down.
No, not the virtual ones, as far as like the one-on-ones, and just getting, like, you know, I used to be able to go to different events and do things like that, album release parties and, you know, all that stuff. Definitely slow down.
So what's current right now, your current projects right now?
Right now, I am gearing up to place my show on Amazon Prime. I'm just getting ready for that and just new adventures. Like I have some plans to buy my own television network. That's in the future. So that's one of my goals. I'm so excited to get that set and go. Get that set and ready to go.
Yeah, I heard you got a network or something. You got me on your TV show. You got a TV network channel or something?
No, I don't have a TV network. My show's going to be put on a TV network.
Yeah, but I heard you put other shows on there too, under your network.
No. Why, you want to be on there?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. Hit me up.
No, I got it. But so they're putting podcasts on Amazon now? That's what I was. Yeah.
Well, my show's not a podcast, it's a television show. That's what makes it different, because it's visual. You know what I mean? Which is also a great idea, because I am thinking about taking the sound from the videos and putting it on, you know, Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. That's another thing I've been thinking about doing.
I said, what's different though? Because they're putting like the podcast, like even the visual podcast on, like Joe Rogan's on TV. I know Joe Budden records his, like even mine's is visual. So like, what makes it different? Like, is it like because it's on a set, or like
I believe it's because it's on a set.
Okay.
It's not like, it's different, and there's a lot of contracts to sign, a lot of things to go over.
Yeah, because I know like like, you know, like some of those radio shows, they show their show on TV too, like the Ricky Smiley show. And
yes. See, those shows could definitely are able to get on that platform too.
But so you trying to go the streaming route, or are you trying to go like the mainstream television?
I'm trying to go global. That's what I'm trying to do. Another thing that I was in the process of doing right before the pandemic in February was a talk show. So I was also planning on doing a live, doing my talk show with a live studio audience. I did only one, and then the pandemic happened and everything shut down. So it got sold out. It was a great turnout. We had prizes, we had dope guests. So that's another thing that I'm planning on doing in 2021 when everything starts to get back to normal.
You still going to school? You was talking about paralegal earlier.
No, I actually graduated last year in 2019 while I was doing my show, Remy TV. I don't know how I did it because I was taking 6 classes at a time while doing this, but God is good. Sometimes I didn't even get any sleep, to be honest with you. I was up till like 6 o'clock in the morning and then going to class at 10, and then another class at 1, and so on and so forth. Then coming home and writing interview questions down and doing a bunch of stuff like that. But I made it through. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, you talk about, so how do you do your interview questions?
I don't know. I just think of things that people want to know, you know? I try not to make my questions too basic or what anybody would answer, you know? I really sit down and think about it. And sometimes it takes me a long time.
Yeah, because what I realized too, though, like people be wanting the basic questions though. Like they be, man, why you ask them that? And that'd be the simple question. Like, I'm not trying to ask the simple questions, but sometimes they want those simple questions.
I didn't come across those yet.
They want that question. They like the simple, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't come across those yet, but I was interviewing Vivian Green, and she told me that she really enjoyed my interview because they wasn't the typical questions, and I actually, stumped her a little bit, so, I love doing that. I love stepping out of the box.
Okay. Then what are some of your interests outside of your company?
Say it one more time.
What are your interests outside of your company, your business?
I'm still very interested in law. I love it, and like I said, I wore many hats. I didn't even know what I wanted to do in college before. I was a fashion designer before. I used to cut up things and sew things together. I thought I wanted to be an assistant principal, so I interned at a bunch of high schools and elementary schools. I went into the medical field. I have a bunch of certificates and stuff for that. So I was just doing everything, and I finally found something that I'm like, I could stay with this for a long time. So it's either going to be law and it's going to be media. So I'm trying to incorporate it to where I could do both. So, I write contracts here and there. I go over contracts. I do stuff like that on the side as well.
Okay. And then what's a good business for someone to start right now? What would you say?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What kind of business? I think anything that has to do with online businesses, anything that don't have to go out and be in the snow because it's snowing right now, or being around people in their faces. Anything that I could just say, let me just put my credit card information on here and just send it come in the mail. Anything like that.
Okay. Then what would you say to someone that wants to start a media company like your television show?
Don't give up. Network. Google. From a person who had no connections, I started out with 0 connections. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I Googled a lot. I reached out, and I wasn't afraid to reach out for help. And it's okay to take L's. Don't give up, because I learned that it's okay to hear no. It's okay to hear no 1,000 times. But you will get one yes. And that one yes is going to lead to more yeses, and it's never easy. It's not. I still get turned down sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay, because I know that eventually they double back. It always happens. So just keep going.
Yeah, who are some of your favorite television personalities?
Oh, man. Wyclef. Maya, of course, because she tells me all the good stuff about health. I love that stuff. Who else? Havoc was freaking amazing. Capone, he's hilarious. He made me feel like I knew him for like 20 years. He was just cracking up. Who else? I love Avant. Avant was dope. And And the Family Matters cast, I love them too. They're hilarious. They had me cracking up the whole day.
You interviewed the whole cast?
I interviewed Kelly and I interviewed Sean.
Sean Waldo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To get both of them together, oh my God, hilarious. I'm just watching them talk, like, they're hilarious. They have me cracking up the whole day.
Then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
I want to thank them. I want to thank them for believing in me and just sticking around and watching me grow, because it's not easy, and it's not easy doing it alone. So I just want to thank you guys. Thank you so, so much. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I could do to help grow somebody's business. If you guys want to be on the show, always hit me up, because I'm always down to support whoever supported me.
And then I was saying, what is you saying? Why is it important to focus on positivity? Because you were saying with your show, you want to focus on positivity.
It makes you feel good. You know, when you're negative all the time, it really takes the effect on how you live. It's like, you can tell from a person who's bitter and mad all the time just by the way their house looks too, or by the way their room looks. A person who's happy, who's together, their house is clean, the house is spacious, you know, it makes you feel good. It makes you think better. Even helping other people makes you feel good. Why wouldn't you want to feel good? You know, and you could tell by how a person looks that they feel good. And also too, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but a person who has positive energy and a person who feels good, the energy bounces off back to the other person. You know, a lot of us, we take on other people's energy. So if I'm around somebody who's mad all the time, I'm going to stop feeling down and mad, and I'm going to feel drained. I'm going to feel tired. So I always tell people, watch who you are around. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to phone calls, you know, it's okay to listen to your friends vent and stuff, but cut it short. If it starts to make you feel tired, be like, listen, I'm going to pray for you. This is the advice that I can give you. I hope you take it, but listen, I have to go. It's okay to cut them ties if you're feeling a little drained off that energy. Positive energy is everything.
What are some of your favorite books?
I love the Obama book, and I definitely love the little hood books, you know, Sister Soldier. Those are my favorites, because even though, you know, I'm a positive person, I still love to read the little dramas in there, you know. Those are my favorites. Those are my favorites.
I want to say thanks for coming through Politickin with me.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, no doubt. What's your social media again?
My social media is on Instagram. It's at Rems Wavy, REMZWAVEY. And you could find my interviews there, my latest interviews. For my past interviews, you can find them at Remy TV on YouTube. And hopefully the next time I talk to you, it will be on Amazon Prime.
Will be on Amazon Prime.
It will be on Amazon Prime. And yeah, I definitely want to let's me and you connect. Let's me and you connect. I definitely love to connect with other media personalities and see what we could do to put our heads together to be global. What's up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah, I guess so. So how are you far as like the ownership of your brand? Because is it like when you say the bigger you get, like you have to like give some of your ownership away, or are you trying to just stay independent?
I thought about that, but I think that I'm gonna just stick with myself for now, and then figure it out as the time goes. Because I don't like to think too far ahead, because I overthink a lot and then I worry a lot. So I like to just stick to what's going on right now and try to reach the goals that I'm trying to get to right now.
All right, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to everybody who's supporting me. That's what I want to give a shout out to. Y'all dope as hell. Thank you.